My name is Alex Yampolskiy. I'm a CEO of SecurityScorecard, the leading security rating platform in the world. In this video series called Security DNA, I'm going to talk to people from all walks of life, board members, CIOs, CISOs, industry innovators, about what cybersecurity means to them and the latest trends. Welcome. Speaking to Nick Donofrio, who's been an EVP at IBM, worked for many CEOs at IBM, and so many different type of technological disruptions. So I have three questions that I'd like to ask you about cybersecurity.
Sure.
And the first question is, in today's day and age, what is the take on cybersecurity at the board level? What do you think boards should be talking about when it comes to cybersecurity?
Sure. The cyber risk has just continued to rise because everything lives in a digital world. Everything is digitized. Everything is connected. This whole idea of millions and billions and trillions of organizations, people, and things connected to the internet, while it helps you in some way, shape, or manner, there is a risk, sometimes hidden, sometimes known and just neglected, that you need to face up to. This is the conversation that is going on in almost every board that I'm involved with, and I'm sure that exists in the world right now.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much, Nick. So one more question. There's an expression, CISOs are from Mars, board members are from Venus. I speak to a lot of CISOs in the industry, and the common frustration is that they feel like they're speaking a different language. So the question is, as a board member, what are the critical security KPIs, metrics, or ratings that you would like to see in board presentations and hear from the CISO?
So look, I think that's a great question, and part of the issue that you're poking at is we do need a common vocabulary. We need a common base off of which to work. The CISO has to learn to speak in a language that makes sense for the value proposition of the enterprise that they are responsible for. The more you can do that, the more board members are going to want to understand, appreciate, value, fund, listen to those types of discussions. Remember, their job is to try to manage risk after understanding and appreciating what the value proposition is for the enterprise they are entrusted with. But it's risk in the end that they need to understand, render explicit, and reconcile in some way, shape, or manner. And a platform that allows the CISO to speak to on a common footing with everyone, not just what goes on inside the company or the enterprise, but the market writ large, the better served everyone is.
If you were to give only one advice to a CISO, what would that one advice be when he or she presents to the board on cybersecurity?
Well, the best piece of advice I can give is to understand your audience. I mean, the CISO should literally understand every member of that board. They should gauge their, interaction with the board based on the lowest common denominator. The common base should be an understanding that everyone can appreciate. Don't talk down to people, you talk with people.
Excellent advice. And the last question I have is, back in your IBM days, you led large teams. Over 200,000 people reported to you, and you were responsible for innovation and technology. So what are the most innovative security technologies and services that you observe out there today?
So the same technology, Alex, that's in some way, shape, or manner causing problems for people, that same technology put to work in different ways can solve problems for people as well. I think SecurityScorecard is one simple example. Anything that moves in that direction, whether it's natural language processing, whether it's artificial intelligence, all of that, makes great sense to me. And we're going to see more of that, not less of that. I would pause here and simply say the biggest risk I see going forward, Alex, is this whole issue around data. And artificial intelligence, machine language, natural language processing, all of that stuff requires data. And it's the validity of the data. It's the curating of the data.
Thank you, Nick. Really appreciate your time. Appreciate your insights.
Good.
It's been a pleasure.
It's my pleasure as well, Alex. All the best to you. Cheers.